Hey guys, Jarek here, going to be doing some more Halo 4. This time we're going to be playing on Shatter, which is one of the Crimson DLC maps. And we're going to be doing some extraction, and I'll be using the Suppressor for this video. I really like this game mode. I think I like it a little bit more than Dominion. The reason being is that Dominion has a plethora of power weapons, and I'm not a big fan of power weapons. I swear, the amount of times I spawn in Dominion and instantly just get killed by someone with an incineration cannon that's 10 feet away from me, it happens way too much, and it leads to a lot of frustration. Now, I like Dominion, but that definitely kind of hurts it. It hurts it in the fun levels. So it gets frustrating pretty quick. Let's just say that much. And I'm not going to complain completely about power weapons. I mean, part of those power weapons are part of what makes Halo Halo. But there's just too many of them on Dominion. Once you capture a base and once you start having it being resupplied every like 60 seconds or so, a power weapon spawns like every minute. So everybody has one, and if you don't have one towards the end of the game, your team just gets destroyed. And, you know, people will argue, but that's balance, you know. You capture the points, you deserve to win. Well, it just gets frustrating and not very fun. Hi, teammate Mech trying to kill me for I'm not sure what reason. That kind of hurt a little bit. But yeah, it's, I've never really been too much of a fan of power weapons, and that's why I like Extraction. It's perfection within simplicity. Normally you can get one-on-one with people that actually have regular weapons and not power weapons, but they're still there, and you have the option to use them, which is good. Same thing with vehicles, but there's not an overabundance of vehicles depending on the map. Also, I learned something kind of important. You can't drive a ghost up this ramp. And I should probably keep this in my mind, because it resulted in this. Hi, Sniper. Which not only screwed me over, but it fucked my teammate over as well. So, note to self, don't try that again. I guarantee you that's something intentionally they did. You couldn't drive a ghost up there because that would be kind of cheap if you could drive a vehicle right to one of the capture points. So what is Extraction? Well, Extraction is basically territories. You run up to one of the 2 capture points on the map, you hold down X, and then you start capturing this point. You have to capture it for, I think, 40 seconds, and if you hold it for 40 seconds, you get a point. The enemy team can run up and reverse the capturing cycle and get that point from you. And first to 5-point wins. It's perfection within simplicity, and that's why I really like this game mode. So hints for if you are trying to play Extraction. Use one of the up-close guns. This kind of depends on what map, but up-close guns work very, very well in this game mode. Reason being is that everyone's trying to get up close to start capturing. The second thing to do is use your cloak. Cloaking is very good for doing this because you're not really going to be moving a whole lot. You're going to be holding one spot, so you're not going to need to be mobile, and on top of that, people aren't going to know exactly where you are, and it'll block Promethean vision. So that's pretty sweet and very, very simple. As you can see, Suppressor does a really good job on this game mode. I can also say from experience, Storm Rifle works pretty well, kind of harder to use, but it works very well. And Assault Rifle works very, very well. Out of the close range weapons, oh geez, hi Sniper. Out of the close range weapons, probably the Assault Rifle is my personal favorite for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it's really, really fun to use. It's definitely, I gotta say, my favorite Assault Rifle in any of the Halo games, and is more fun than any of the other ones, with possibly the exception of a mod. That's kind of funny. The Halo 1 CMT mod on the Truth and Reconciliation, the Assault Rifle was pretty fucking sweet in that mod. But it's about the same as it is in Halo 4, except you have an FOV that is an asshole. Seriously, I hate the FOV in Halo 4. The FOV is locked at 78 degrees, just below 80 degrees. To give you a little kind of an idea of what FOV I usually run at, I usually run at about 95 degrees on one 1080p LCD when I play every other game, because I play everything else on PC. Even Halo 1, I run Halo 1 at about 90 degrees, even though there's no actual in-game way to do this, but there is a workaround to do this. So it's pretty convenient. It just helps so much to have a bigger FOV. Having a small FOV drives me crazy. If you don't know what an FOV is, it's field of view, how wide where you're looking is. Because every shooter, I don't know what it is, every shooter is like you're wearing horse blinds. You can see straight in front of you and you can't see anything else. It annoys the hell out of me. And you may be saying, well, that doesn't seem like a big deal. Trust me, once you raise the FOV, you never want to go back. And I understand why consoles do this. Consoles really, really cannot handle the amount of stuff. Oh, this guy's freaking plasma pistol. I can't believe this guy didn't get me. Yeah, I see you with that shield. Smack. But yeah, consoles can't really handle what games are throwing at them nowadays, so they have to keep the FOV low, and they have to run at a lower resolution in order to actually run games at a solid frames per second. And even then, Halo 4 does lag every once in a while. There's a lot going on, and it looks really good for a console game. I just really wish I could see what they would do with PC, actual, really updated hardware. Because think about it, the 360 came out in was 2005 or 2006, one of those years. It's been 7 years since the 360 came out. So I really want to see what they'd be able to do with updated hardware, because Halo 4 looks really good on such outdated hardware. And I'd also like to see what it would look like with an FOV above 78. I'm going to complain about that a lot, just FYI. That was actually the first thing I did when I started a Halo 4 playthrough. Once I got my gun and I got the assault rifle, I was like, whoa, can I change this? And looked around the menu. No, I don't know why I thought I'd be able to change it. It would just make the 360 lag. Also, like I said, I want to talk about something else. Like I said, you have to lower the FOV, not the FOV, they have to lower the resolution. Now, a lot of console gamers don't really understand this for some reason. I don't know why it's complicated to understand. When you are seeing 1080p on your 360, it's not actually 1080p. It's upstretched 720. And usually, games like, say, Battlefield 3 run at a resolution of something like the 1280 by 698 or something like that, just to keep the frame rate from dropping so dramatically. And they have to do that. They can't handle it at 1920 by 1080. There's no way in the world they'd be able to do that, let alone the higher resolutions that a lot of the PC gamers are using when they have big LCDs. They have something that's along the lines of like 2064 by 3000 something. So anyway, there's some Halo 4. Kind of went a little bit off topic. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.